MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
Well, hello and welcome again to MotorWeek 90. We're glad to have you with us. This time of year, a car buyer's fancy can turn to thoughts of convertibles. Problem is, for the average car buyer, most convertibles are kind of expensive. They usually cost thousands more than the hardtop models on which they are based. This Geo Metro convertible is no different. It cost a few thousand more than the Metro LSI hatchback. But since the Metro hatchback only costs $7,495 to begin with, that makes the Metro convertible one of the least expensive topless cars you can buy. At $9,740, the Geo Metro convertible is hardly what you could call an expensive drop top. Even with options, our test car only comes to $10,866. But then the Metro is not a sports car like the Mazda Miata. It's a simple commuter runabout that offers the option of open-air motoring. It's also, dare we say, the cutest car we've seen in some time. This tiny ragtop elicited more questions and comments from strangers during its stay with us than the last Ferrari we tested. But this is no Ferrari. Its minuscule three-cylinder engine displaces only 1 liter and produces just 55 horsepower and 58 pound-feet of torque. That's less than many current motorcycle engines. And like a motorcycle, the Metro convertible's light weight allows it to deliver excellent fuel mileage. The EPA estimates are 40 city, 46 highway. We got 38 miles per gallon. Of course, even light weight isn't always enough to make 55 horsepower quick. The car reaches 60 in 13.2 seconds. It's 18.9 seconds before it crosses the quarter-mile mark at 70 miles per hour. The power band is surprisingly flat for such a small motor, though it frequently bogs down on launch so that fast starts take a bit of practice. And engine vibration is quite severe, even at idle. But both the clutch and 5-speed manual shifter are light, smooth, and positive, a rather odd contrast to the buzzy motor. Braking also proves to be rather inconsistent. Distances are short, averaging 113 feet from 60 miles per hour. But poor brake pedal feel makes modulation difficult, and the front disc rear drum combination exhibits frequent lockup when cold. With its short 89.2-inch wheelbase and basic Econobox chassis, the Metro is better suited to low to medium speed commuting than our usual sling through the cones. Front plow and body roll are in abundance, and the rear end does the lambada without much encouragement from the driver. The steering, however, is fairly slow, a safety advantage with the short wheelbase, and has plenty of feel. High-speed maneuvers require a firm hand on the wheel and smooth application of the throttle to maintain stability. Real-life driving shows the Metro convertible in a much more positive light. The ride is surprisingly comfortable for such a short wheelbase car, easily soaking up railroad crossings and rough country roads. The interior is standard Geo Metro. The dash design is simple and uncluttered with large, well-marked switches. Gauges are basic and easy to read, sufficient for a car of modest means and performance. The seats are very firm cloth-covered buckets that provide little support for the lower back and thighs, but have good lateral support. Ventilation controls are simple, well-marked, and easy to reach in their center dash location. As is the optional AM/FM cassette stereo. Its power is adequate for top-down driving. Storage space is plentiful for such a small car, with a large luggage shelf behind the seats that opens into the trunk. The trunk itself is quite roomy, though the small opening and high liftover can hamper loading. Our car was one of the first hand-built prototypes, and not all of the top mechanism seen here was finalized for production. First, the multi-piece plastic cover is removed. Then the top goes up manually with little effort. There is a single latch at the windshield and Velcro straps for added support at the rear. While raising the top is more complex than the Mazda Miata or Mercury Capri, the end result is a shape that matches the Metro's cute lines. The Geo Metro convertible's hits start with its price. It's the cheapest convertible available. We also like its econo-cute styling, generous luggage space, efficient dash design, smooth shifter, and good steering feel. Misses are the uneven handling and poor brake feel. We'd also like a simpler convertible top, more seat comfort, and less engine vibration. In our safety check, the Metro passes with a driver's side airbag, but it lacks a passenger airbag, and like all Econo cars, anti-lock brakes. Rear shoulder belts are a moot point in a two-seater. So the Mazda Miata has a much more efficient top mechanism, as well as significantly better performance, but it also costs more and has a good deal less luggage space, but offers an optional detachable hardtop. Mercury's Capri will also outdo the Metro in both performance and top operation. It also costs more, but has a rear seat and its own optional hardtop. If you're getting interested in having one of these compact ragtops, it might be a good idea to warn you that it will only be initially available in 10 states, and only about 3,000 will be made for the 91 model year. If you're one of the 3,000 folks who can find one, consider yourself fortunate. Sure, it's no Mazda Miata, but the Geo Metro Convertible will still deliver the best feature of its more sophisticated competitors for a lot less money.